I see Jamie on deck right away. So, Jamie, can you hear me? Well, you should be able to. All right. So, dude emails me back, goes, "It was the browser, thank you." I'm like, "Yeah, man, get off me. Jesus Christ." There's one thing I hate. Somebody just emailed me. Your modules in your 8080 course aren't streaming all your videos, and could you please? And I'm like, man, listen, dude. Try your browser, man. Quit bugging the shit out of me. It was the browser, thank you. And so the problem that I have with this, hey, what's up, Andrew? The problem I have with that, I'll just chit chat with you guys while we sit on the stream for a minute, is that if you cannot figure out how to click fucking buttons and troubleshoot shit on your own, and I've said this before, I know that my customer service is supposed to be on par. That's why I sent him the whole. Oh, that sucks. Um, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do then. How's this, Jamie? This is what I'm gonna do. Right. Oh, I couldn't hear you. Oh, now I can. It's like, Jamie, go on somewhere. The exact person I'm talking about. Some fucking numbskull bothering with me, and it's her own shit. If you can't figure out how to click buttons, then you're not going to be able to run an entire agency. That's just true. I'm just a chit chat while you guys kind of jump on. I only need like 5 or 6 of you guys that are going to get on or whatever. But um, and this is another reason why having a skill is better than trying to start some agency that you can't figure out. All right, Jamie. So speak up now. Got people in and out, jumping in and out. So, can you guys hear or not? Because you're a fucking retard, Jamie. That's what it has to do with. You're just a retard. All right. So, obviously, you can hear me, so that's good enough. So, anyways, if you can't troubleshoot, man, and I was just talking to Nancy about how Elon Musk, well, actually, Ty Lopez, I actually heard Ty Lopez say it first, but about, basically the size of the problems you can fix is going to be the size of your paycheck, right? So if you can't figure out how to restart your browser, then you're probably not going to make. Jamie's like, don't put me on blast like that. Oh man. So, anyways, if you can't figure out how to take care of small problems, and again, I know that my customer service is supposed to be on point, so that's why I told him to go fucking try his browser. And he goes, "It was my browser." But that's not the point, dude. My shit is streamed from Amazon. So I know it's not, if it's Amazon having a problem, you got to email Amazon. It's not me, but you got to figure out how to work small problems, man. I've been on websites before, and I don't email customer service when I can't figure out things right away, I try to figure the shit out just on my own. And then once I finally see that it's really a bug, and I probably spent like too much time dealing with someone else's shit, I'll shoot them an email and say, this is possibly a bug. And sure enough, they'll be like, yeah, this is a known bug. Well, you guys need to post that shit somewhere. But at least I know that I gave it, 100%. Um, Before I fucking emailed customer service or shot somebody a message saying that we can't hear your sound. All right, so if you guys could notice that tonight is really laid back. The closer that I get to Christmas, um, I'm deciding to take some time off to myself, right? So it has nothing to do with me being lazy or anything, because I actually hate taking time off. But it's just I like Christmas. I like hanging out with Nancy, and so it's either going to be uh, pre-recorded shit or whatever. If you guys notice, I've been going live a lot though. I like going live. This is really awesome, because then I can just kind of like get the video done, and I don't have to edit it or anything like that. Then later on, I can put a thumbnail on it. It's really cool. So if you guys are considering doing it, it's really nice. Because then if I wanted to repost it in the squad, I could, right? So going live one time is really awesome. So I wanted to talk about, first of all, how to find a skill. And again, I talk about this in depth in my book. So you guys are going to want to grab the book. It's going to be free. Just pay your shipping. All right. So, how to find a skill and why that's better than a generalized agency as well, and niching down. So, first, I want to talk about how to find yourself, like where to find your niche in, right? So, first of all, go to like Google Trends, and you're going to have a. By the way, guys, if you guys want to just go like do some like ask me anything shit, I'll answer any question that whether it's related or not. I don't really care. I'm just here hanging out with you guys. All right. So, excuse me. How to find a skill. First of all, finding something on Google Trends, right? So you go to Google Trends, and this is how I found uh, um, how I found the chat agencies, right? So I found chat bots, and I saw the shit doing this. So I'm like, all right. So chat bots were trending. All right. So the first thing that you think about is the low hanging fruit, right? We all do that. Okay. The first thing you'll do is you'll see this and you'll think, oh, I could start building chatbots for people. But this is what that's as far as you'll go with this. Okay. So let's just say the lifeline for chatbots is this long. Okay. Building chatbots for people is probably somewhere around in here, like going to mini chat and building a chatbot is probably right here on the lifeline of chatbots and what you can do with this, right? That's the low hanging fruit. The next thing is building an agency, right? Again, that's not. It's I mean, building an agency is cool, but you're not really getting the whole lifeline of it. So what's really trending here is not the chatbot. What's really trending is AI, which is artificial intelligence, right? Um, that's what's really trending is artificial intelligence. Jamie, let it go, man. Let it go. Go somewhere. I didn't know I had a problem with the sound. I just normally ask people, can you hear me or whatever? Go away. Let it go, man. Anyways, um, artificial intelligence is what's popular, right? So, to give you an idea, when you go on Amazon.com, you're never talking like you talk with the chat. you're not really talking to a chat agent, right? Until you ask a question that the chat bot can't figure out right away. Okay, and then it will pass you on. It is total artificial intelligence, right? And the actual chat bot can learn. Okay, and it's going to take a while for it to learn really good, but it will. The more you talk to it, the more it will learn. That is the lifeline of chatbots, right? And to be honest with you, it's only to about right here. But you see how much further ahead you are down the line when you look at what it really is, and then you say, I want to learn how to do this part, right? And to be honest with you, you can get one coded like that for top of the line coded like that for $650. Excuse me, on Upwork. I already did the homework on that, right? So what are they doing? How are they building it, right? And come to find out, Google has a software, and there's a few softwares out there that are free to even learn how to do this, right? So it's just reading code, figuring it out, and they got a map. They have to map out exactly what you want to do with your chatbot. But now you're starting to get into a specialized skill. So now I can build chatbots, right? But that's not good enough. So can you build chatbots for e-commerce? Okay, and now you're starting to get specialized. I can build chatbots for Shopify stores, and you want to build them for a large store, so you can get a decent amount of money out of it, right? But these are the kind that learn that you don't have to program to pick a yes or a no answer, right? That's one way you can look at this. So when you're looking at something, I want you to find out now what's now you can kind of go hybrid, right? So now you know that this chatbot is basically artificial intelligence. What else is kind of like trending right now, right? So let's just put this like squared, and it's virtual reality and that whole augmented reality, right? So you already know that this is all trending. How can you get involved with this, and what's the lifeline? So if you try to pick the low hanging fruit, you're pretty much like everybody. You have to go further down the line to what people aren't doing, right? Using the like mini chat. If you wanted to make money, you need to build mini chat or like your own platform for people to do that. That would be thinking ahead of the box so people can use what you have. All right. And I'm just being real with you. Or you need to figure out how to build these bespoke ones for larger corporations so you can check a proper amount of money. If you had to build that for Amazon, what do you think the guy got paid? Right? Probably somewhere a couple $100,000 to get in and really do it right, right? Maybe even $1 million. Who knows what he got paid? But it was more than 650 fucking dollars, right? Um, so at that point, it becomes positioning. But once you learn how to do all this, which shouldn't take less than 6 months or so, that's how you pick yourself a niche. Find a skill, then you niche down. Now, why is that better than the agency, right? A general agency, because everybody can do in a general agency. Everybody can figure out how to be a marketer. Um, everybody can figure out how to be a marketer, right? Everybody can figure out how to, use Facebook ads. That's the easy part, right? That's nothing. But this right here, what I'm lining out right here, this is a specialized skill. Now, you can still do an agency if you want, or a firm, which I would prefer, right? Professionalized services, right? And you can deal with the companies that you want to deal with on a much larger scale, okay? Why? Because you have the specialized skill and you've been building these chat bots for people like who you can like use larger names like Kylie Jenner or whoever has these little stores online, right? Like I just use these as a because Nancy's always looking at these stores or whatever. So that's just one example of how you can find a skill and then go beyond the low hanging fruit. This is easy. And as you can see right now, as chatbots are getting more and more popular, The average everyday person has figured out how to go to ManyChat and build their own chat bot. So what does that do to your bottom line? It shoots it down because it's not as popular. So you have to go further down the lifeline to what everybody else. Everybody's only going to go this far. Okay, they're going to build them. They're going to start an agency, and that's all they're going to do. And they're going to use ManyChat, and they think they're doing something slick. And then everybody's going to figure that out, and your money's going to stop right here. So you have to go further down the lifeline of what and dig down to what it really is that's trending. And that's why a specialized skill is going to be much better than figuring out some social media marketing agency, right? You're just not making any money, man. I mean, like I said, I did the exercise the other day about, hey, I'm going to charge $1,000. But when you really look at that, man, it's not enough money to really go do what you want to do, right? Everybody has dreams and aspirations, and I, I always make this joke that yeah, I want Lambos and hoes, but then you got some guy that wants you know cows and cheese balls, right? Cheese wheels, these big ass Swiss cheese wheels, right? They're huge too, those cheese wheels. And some guy wants that, but it still costs money, and you still want to do it, right? So that's how you can find a skill, um, and still get paid, but you'll do much better than. That's why I just don't like the agency thing. I think the agency thing is just super, super, super low hanging fruit, and it's everybody tries to do things that are easy, right? But here's the thing: easy fades. Okay, so when you first have something that's trending, like I showed you before, and it's trending on Google Trends, and this is easy in the beginning of the timeline, but easy fades. And I know I'm supposed to be teaching you easy and 1 second click a button things, and I know I'm supposed to be teaching you that. I'm supposed to be giving you the magic button that's gonna make you $1 million, man. But I don't want to do that, man. That's just not my thing, right? So I don't want to lie, because that's not going to start a social media marketing agency is not gonna make you any real changes in your life. The shit I'm telling you to do is going to make some life changing shit. What I'm telling you to do is going to be earth shattering, life changing. I'm talking about, getting paychecks like this one time. I've done that. I've had this kind of money laid in my lap, 100 grand, bang. It's like, oh shit. Your first time you make 100 grand, $50,000 at one time, you'll understand what I'm talking about, man. Get yourself a specialized skill, right? For me, the ultimate skill is copywriting, right? Because you're gonna have to market everything, but I'll talk about that at a different time. Um, but don't go for easy, man. I know you guys want easy. Everybody wants done for you, easy stuff. And it's like, in the beginning, chat bots, people probably would pay $700 for you to do a mini chat bot, right? But now that they see that there's so many tutorials online and that you can do it yourself, that's fucking with your business, right? But build the entire app. Put that tutorial online. Nobody's gonna do it, right? Because not everybody's gonna go that far, right? And there's a hundred of different ways to try to find gaps, right? So again, I said this, that software as a service right now. All right, so if you don't know, what's trending right now is getting uh, is getting uh, monthly or yearly recurring revenue, right? That's what everybody wants right now, and the number is. I'm so glad that it's more than just 10,000 a month. But here's everybody's goal right now. They want $1 million a year in recurring revenue for software as a service. So right now, India is kicking ass and taking names. All right. They're building all of these new softwares, right? So I can do a quick showdown for you and show you all of the Indian softwares that are out here right now. So Plutio is done by a British cat, and he's like 10 years old. Male shake, Indian. Air Story is an American chick, right? Indian, Indian, American, Americans here. This is a Brit. I think this is American. Tom, Indians. Um, this is an American, a Brit, Indian, Europe. You getting my point here, right? Indian right here. And that's just something I can just point out right now. Okay? Just right here. But I have a lot more over here. These are all apps that I use, right? And a lot of them are run by Indians. They're on the map right now for software as a service, and they're figuring out ways to hack growth. Okay. Now, why am I telling you all of this? Because there's a huge gap right now, and everybody wants to do this SaaS service. So now you can pick again the low hanging fruit. So let's look at the lifeline of the whole SaaS as a service, right? So again, there's this guy named Sampath online, and he picked growth. Okay, and then you have marketing. Okay, and that's kind of the low hanging fruit. Okay, and then maybe you have copywriting even. But that's the low hanging fruit, man. If building a software as a service is really popular right now, pretty much everybody in India is doing it because they learned how to code. So, are they really promoting growth? Are they marketing? What are they doing? They're building it, right? Now, if you want an easy button, they have what they call, and there's this girl that did it, coding, making apps without code. I need to find that website for you guys, right? But it's really important that you pay attention to this because she made $1 million in funding for an app that found art online. Seriously, right? And I told you about Bubble, and I think it's .in, but they built an app so you don't have to learn how to code to build apps, right? So if you didn't want to learn how to code, you don't have to. But I suggest you go the hard route and figure out how to code. Figure out what these people are doing. Do what they're doing. Follow the money, right? So everybody's going to pick, oh, I want to be a growth for SaaS people and make an agency. They're going to figure out how to be an agency. That's the low hanging fruit. That's easy. And there's no money because everybody's going to do it. Now, copywriting is a little bit more money because it's a specialized skill. And if you did it for software as a service, you can get a little bit more money, especially a lot more money than a growth hacker or an agency do because everybody's a growth hacker, right? So I'm going to draw the line right here, but you're still not dealing with the full lifeline of it. What are these guys doing? Where are they at? They're like the new Silicon Valley right now. Pay attention to what they're doing. Okay? They're building apps. They're finding a specialized app. They're taking one thing that they know. There's some guys that are trying to do everything, like Envato, and it sucks. But then there's some guys that just want to fill one niche. Find a niche that needs to be filled, something that you want to do, something to use that you can use yourself, right? And then, and people are doing bootstrap things, right? And Nancy just read a thing about how people are getting funding before they even know if they have a viable product. How much were they getting? Like millions, like 2 or 3 million?
They were saying that funding
Excuse me.
is like at 3 billion. That's not going to one person, of course.
Right. They're saying that funding is like $3 billion right now. A year? A year. That they're just giving away money, right? So that should be your incentive, right? That is the specialized skill. You learn how to code, whatever's popular right now, and you're gonna make money. And dudes are making somewhere real coders, even if you're just doing your shit, um, like on Upwork, they're getting $100 an hour, right? Especially if you're a native English speaker, people just trust you more. The Indians tend to put out trash work. It's just true, right? They're putting out. They're not testing their software. They're putting out buggy software. They're rushing because they want to get some money right away, and they're not taking their time and testing the software. If you test the software, get rid of all the bugs, speak proper English, you'll get $100 an hour. That's way more than you'll get for running a growth hacker agency or anything like that, right? But if you built your own app, that's what's more important there, right? To start, you're going to start making money right away, right? Because that's the whole goal, to make $1 million a year, and having a specialized skill where you build a certain type of app, right? Now you can start doing that same app for other people. I can tell you something else really quickly that people want, right? I've been noticing the trend that people are dumping WordPress. People are getting their own websites coded especially for them, right? And that's going past an agency. That's going past just being able to do a one-click WordPress and saying I'm a website builder, right? It's going past that. So that's the lifeline of building a website. So let's look at that again. Look at the lifeline of building websites. And the first thing is WordPress, right? I can build websites. The second lifeline is I can build themes, okay? And then you keep going down this lifeline, but what happens is, can you build WordPress, one of your own, a CMS? And can you code it yourself and bespoke for businesses, which is pretty much a software as a service, because you make your website, you code it to like you would a software, right? So basically, this is a hybrid, which I'm really good at, right? If you learn how to do that, you're going to go past everybody else that wants to be an agency doing this. I hope this is helpful for you guys. I'm not going to stay on long. Like I said, it's Christmas time. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of like take a little, hey, what's up, Jack? I'm just going to take kind of like take it slow these next few days. So it's like a few days till Christmas. So I'm not gonna not put up content because it's just impossible for me to do that. But I'm not gonna put up like a shitload of content. So I'm gonna sit here for a second and wait for you guys. If you have any questions, shoot your questions. If not, I'm a coffee break y'all's asses. But if you have any questions, you can ask me anything. Um, I don't care what the topic is about. I'll answer a couple of questions. Other than that, I'm a coffee break y'all's asses. Um, and until you guys like catch up with the stream, I'll sit here for a second. But I just wanted to talk about going the easy route, man. I know that that's what everybody wants to sell you, and it's really sad that the human beings are like that, right? So, um, all right, I'll answer that in the question, Austin. Going the easy route, man, is not something that I've done all my life. I've always um, pretty much dug in and did the work when it comes to learning a skill. And I think that you should too, right? So, Austin's asking me, what skills should I build if I have 5 years to study? Dude, that's like, you don't even need that much time, right? I normally start getting paid, dude, within the first year, right? So if you have 5 years to study, that's too much time, okay? So, yeah, you could be the president after that, man. That's too much time, right? So, first of all, I don't know what you're good at, dude. I don't want to tell you. I don't know you, right? So, what do you like to do? So, here's like people always ask me this, like, what skills should like? There's no, like, dude, nobody can tell you what you should study. All right. So here's what I want you to do. Okay. I want you to make a list of things that you like to do. All right. So we'll make a little heart right here, and then things you hate, right? Let me. Yes, it does. It did. Things you hate to do. Okay, that's a face. Right. All right. So make the list of things that you love to do, and then give yourself like 10 things that you like to do. Okay, that make you happy, and make this list of things that make you sad, and then or make you angry. And then what I want you to do is make another list. This is the shit that you're not going to do, right? So make another list of things that you've paid for, like magazines, any subscriptions, any books that you've purchased on a subject that you like. The shit that matches up over here, the like say for instance you bought a book on fishing and you love to fish, that's starting to be a specialized thing right there that you love to do. You can literally get paid for anything, man, but you need to be and there's another thing I'll talk about, and I talk about in my book as well. Don't go right. Austin I'm going to answer that question too, Jamie. Jamie went right in and said the same thing I said. Just find out what you like to do, man. People think that that's cliche, but it's not cliche. You should just find the things that you like to do, man. Find out what you've paid for content before, and then dive in. And you don't have to take that long, man. Take 3 months of studying, and then 3 months of hard ass fucking work, and then you'll get good at it and start charging for it. And then start while you earn and learn, start investing in your education. That's all you need to do. Jamie, why don't I show my face? What's the logic behind me not showing my face, right? Um, there's no skill that like. Are you trying to tell the future, dude? You're asking me. Fuck. If I could tell you what's going to be popular in 2 years, um, first of all, I wouldn't tell you, and I would do it myself. I don't know, man. What you need to do is find out what's trending now, right? Like for instance, at the beginning of last year or 2017, I told everybody that chatbots were trending. Now it's in an area to where um, everybody is dealing with chatbots like a year later. So you have to dig deeper, right? So you have to dig deeper than that to go past the whether it's going to be 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, right? That's another thing you should pick. You should always pick something that's evergreen. But all artificial intelligence isn't going anywhere, right? VR, virtual reality, augmented that reality. I'm not so sure about that, but I think that that's going to be around as well, right? So robots are really popular, shit like that, right? So to give you an idea, right? If you knew how to build um, robotic arms for children, do you think you could make money with that?
Well, no,
You don't think you can make any money with that?
no, because children are making robotic arms.
That's my point. Children are making robotic arms for children. We just saw that on TV, right? So, anyways. All right, so Jamie, as for why I won't show my face, right? All right, let me ask you a question. Here's your question. What is seeing me going to do for you? Answer that question for me. What does seeing me do for you? Looking at me, what does that do for you, right? If you want to give me an answer for that, then that's fine. But everybody mostly says that you want to see me because you want to feel closer to the people. You want to feel connected, right? I call bullshit. Why do you need to see me? What do you need from me? You don't need to see me. You can't be me. There's no reason for you to look at me. If there's anybody that you need to be looking at right now, it's your fucking self. It's not me. If like I'll give you an example, and it's why I like my growth on my channel, right? I'm going to talk about that really quickly. I might as well. Okay, so there's a couple of good dudes around, like Miles Beckler, um, and another dude. His name is I don't even like this dude. I can't think of his name, Adam, right? And he has a channel, and I've watched them both grow to 30,000 people, and they show their faces, right? Mmm. Oh man, coffee. All right, so and they've done that in the same amount of time that it's taken me to. I haven't even hit 2,500 people yet, right? And you can try to blame that on saying, well, it's not my content because I know I got kick ass content, right? Or maybe it's because I curse a lot. Who knows? But it probably can be blamed on that I won't show my face. But why in the fuck should you see me? Before I even look at your answer, what does it do for you? Right? It doesn't do anything for you. You should be looking at yourself. And if, like, for instance, if you want to see me driving my cars like Ty Lopez, and I can show you,
I like when you show them what you see.
yeah, it's what I see. Now, if I show you what I'm seeing, that's cool because you can do that, right? You can do that. If you're looking at what I see, you can do that. You can go to France or you can, you can drive where I'm driving or whatever, but you can never be me, right? So I want to show you the difference um, in engagement really quickly, right? So here's Ty Lopez, okay? And where was it at? Hold on. Let me go to Facebook first. All right, so I looked up Ty Lopez and Gary V, right? And when I looked at the difference between Gary V's users, which was 674,000, he crushed Ty Lopez, right? His engaged users. Now he has a total fan count of 2,400,000 and some odd $1,000, but total engaged users is 674,000. Think about that number really quickly. A total fan count of 2,486,000 people, which is a vanity number because total engaged users is 674,000. If I was to run what's his name, Ty Lopez right now, this number would be something like 40,000. It's a crazy number. It's abysmal. Why is that? Because seeing somebody is nothing. It does nothing for you, right? It Seeing me does nothing for you. It's nothing. You can feel closer to me, but you're not. It's just a lie, right? So that's why I like my 2,500 users because if you are 2,500 subscribers, because if you are listening to me and if you are going through these long ass podcasts, that means that you're real. Number one. And number two is that means you're getting past bullshit. The design of how I do this, the actual design of this, is for people that want to learn. Watching me in my Bentley, watching me in a Bentley truck, or watching when I went down to Monaco and I was driving the Bentley truck and I was rolling around, that didn't do anything for you. It just showed you that I was in Monaco in the south of France, right? I'm moving down there in a couple of months, right? What is that going to do for you, though? Now, seeing all of that and watching what I see out of my eyes from my point of view can be motivating. But what the fuck do you get out of looking at me, though? That's what I want to know. What do you get out of a person that comes down here and he puts his little picture down here in the corner, his little video down here, right? And then he's showing you what I'm doing right now. What the fuck do you get out of that? I want anybody to answer that, right? I'll wait. Tell me. So somebody's like, you're the marketing version of Mr. Shy City, I guess. I don't know. The only person I can tell you is back in the day there was a guy that called himself the unknown DJ or something like VJ, and it was on BET back in the day. So I guess if that's who Mr. Shy City is, I guess I'm that version of that, right? If that's what Mr. Shy City does. But if anybody can answer that, what are you getting out of it, right? Tell me. Jamie says, can you explain your logic behind not showing your face? I know you have a very good reason, like the story about your profile pic or whatever. Um, the reason is, Jamie, what are you getting out of that, right? The moment that I start showing my Bentleys, the moment I start showing my Harley Davidson, the moment, yeah, do I feel like it makes a difference? It probably does make a difference, but I'm saying to me, for me personally, I don't see. You still haven't answered the question. I asked you, what does it do for you? Answer that question. What does seeing me do for you? Anybody on the stream? There's 11 people watching. They say right now, right? What does seeing me do for you? Right? Nothing. Nothing. I'll answer it for you. You need to learn. Look at yourself, and you need to learn. So I'm giving you what you need, right? And when I'm here teaching, I don't pitch my classes. I put a link down there. You're more than welcome to buy my classes or not, right? So it's not like, oh, well, you're trying to get us to buy your shit and you won't show us your face and you don't. No, I'm giving you free information. I'm giving you everything I have. I'm growing my business and you're watching me grow my business and I'm telling you how I did it. And then I sell a few things along the way. Of course I do. Anybody would, right? But Jamie, I'm still waiting on that fucking answer.
Driving all over the south of France in a Bentley.
Proof of potential progress? Okay. Um, you don't need to see my proof of progress, right? Why do you need to see my progress? Why do you need to see proof of what I'm doing? I don't even get that logic, right?
Yeah, you're measuring yourself by somebody else's success.
Thank you. Back here in the background, right in the peanut gallery, right? Um, right. So here it is. Jackie says maybe to have more of that one-on-one feeling, like I'm talking to someone and listening. You're not talking to me. You're fucking listening. You're learning. And if you want to add to the conversation, just do what you just did. Going live helps out, right? I see that, right? But why would you need to see my proof of what I'm doing now, right? So back in the peanut gallery, as smart as she is, she just said you're measuring your success with my yardstick. What is success to you and what is success to me, right? Is it the same thing? So if I was to go showing you that I wanted pigs to shit on me and that was my form of success, would you want to see that? No. So what you're saying is you just want to see my bling bling so you can see proof that I'm having money, and that's the reason why you should listen to what I'm saying, right? I'm not playing that game. Now, showing your face makes you appear more trustworthy for some people, but that shouldn't matter if you're trying to learn. Right now, see, now we're starting to get down to the nitty gritty, right? So now trust. Why do I need you to trust me? I'm giving you free information.
If you do show your face.
I do show my face. I show you pictures all the time, right? But my point is, why do I need you to trust me? I'm not asking you for anything. I'm giving you free information. That's my point. This is all bullshit, right? Before I leave. This is all bullshit. Every answer that I've gotten so far has been bullshit. I'm not asking you to buy anything from me. I'm giving you free information. I'm asking you to slow down and learn. I'm spending my time right now, an hour of my day. Of course I make money, right? Of course I do. Now, would that increase if I showed my face? Maybe it would, but I don't believe that I should do that. I don't think that I should have to. I make tons of money without showing my face online. And just because this is a medium that people want to see other people doing things, right? But I believe watching, like, Ty Lopez is so full of shit. Man, he is so full of shit, right? So you're watching him talk a bunch of stupid shit, and that's cool, and you trust him, right? They trusted Bernie Madoff. That's my point, man. That's bullshit, right? So that's my reason for everybody out there. That's the reason for me not showing my face, for no other reason than that. You're here to look at yourself. You're here to learn. You shouldn't worry about what I look like, what my wife looks like. Although there's pictures of me all over the internet. You shouldn't be really concerned about that. Talking to me directly is not important. I'm teaching you a valuable skill most of the time, right? Um,
And who remembers what their college professors look like?
yeah, none of that shit matters, man. None of that shit matters, right? None of that matters whether or not you see me, I see you, me talking to you, feeling closer. All that's bullshit, right? Here's some statistics I want to talk to you about really quickly, right? I want you to go comment on Ty Lopez's videos and see if he fucking answers you. I want you to go in Ty Lopez's group and see if he fucking talks to you. That's what I want you to go do. I want you to go to Gary V's channel, since you feel so close to Gary V, right? And go send him a fucking message. Go send him a private message like I get sent private messages. And see if you get an answer. There's your fucking answer. What would you rather do? Would you rather see me and not be able to talk to me? Or would you rather not see me and have a real person talk to you in every comment? On my fucking, in my squad, in every comment on my YouTube videos. Right now, even now, I'm talking to you live. And I don't care if it's 11 people or 11,000, I would be talking to everybody. Go get that amount of interaction from anybody on the internet, and that's a real person. Everything else is bullshit. All right? I'm probably the realest dude that you're ever going to deal with on the internet. Fuck seeing my face. I'm giving you free information. And that's what's most important. I really care about your well-being. I'm not telling you here, oh, go make money on YouTube by pressing a button and I'll show you my face, but just give me, $500 per every course. Would you rather see my face and get charged $500 a course, or would you rather sit here and learn and not see nothing? People put their priorities and put weight on the wrong shit. Here's what you should be doing on the internet, right? When you're learning, right? And this is some real shit coming from me to you right now. Jamie. Yeah. I mean, people always want to say that that's all bullshit, right? What you need to be doing right now, because most of the people that I deal with on my on my channel are noobs, right? You guys are all noobs most of the time. The first thing you need to be doing is looking at yourself and finding out why in the fuck aren't you doing what you want to do. So looking at you is more important than looking at me, right? Why aren't you going out there and making things happen? Why don't you know how to go find a fucking skill? Why can't you pick out a skill for yourself, Austin? Right? Why are you asking me how to pick out a skill for you? Why don't you know what you like? Look at yourself, because I can tell you what I like already. I can tell you what I don't like. I can tell you that I love fishing, but I don't want to make a business out of it because I love fishing. How about that? But those are things that you need to figure out for yourself, right? So fuck looking at me. Look at yourself. And here's another thing that you need to do, right? Instead of looking at people and seeing if they're showing themselves on the internet and saying that they're trustworthy, watch what they do. So watch what I do. Fuck watching me. Watch what I do. Biggest problem what I see on the internet with people trying to figure out what's working with marketing, right? I say this all the time and I'll say it right now. There are no secrets in marketing. Virtually no secrets. Why? Because everything that I have to do in marketing is out for you to see it. No secrets. What do I do? What does Sonny do? Right? That's what you need to find out. Sonny's writing a book. Sonny's promoting himself. Sonny's going live every other day. Sonny's giving a fuckload of fucking value right now. Jesus. Sonny puts out courses about every 6 weeks. Sonny really puts up a lot of fucking content in his fucking group. Why is he doing that? Well, could that be that the highest return on investment that I have right now is not email and it's in my group? There's got to be a reason why I constantly talk to my group, right? There's got to be a reason why I constantly give out information. There's the only reason, people only do things for one or two motivations, right? Either they love what they're doing and they're doing it for free, or they're getting paid a fuckload of money. What have I found? Why do I get on? I love this fucking microphone. That's my love affair. Ask fucking Nancy. Ask Nancy right now sitting behind me. What is my love affair?
Microphone.
This microphone is what I love, man. So for me, talking to you and teaching you and being on this microphone is what I love, and I get to make money. That's that's what's in it for me, right? What's in it for you is you get to learn. So fuck seeing me. Watch what I do. This is the lesson here for today, right? Just in case I like answering questions like this, but watch what I do. Sonny's fucking loving his microphone and he's making money at the same time. How can I do that? Fuck seeing me. Watch what I do. Learn. Look at yourself and learn. Fuck seeing me. Fuck seeing anybody. It does nothing for anybody. Everybody else is trying to get money, right? Everybody is. I'm the only one on the internet that's being honest and saying, yeah, I'm making money, but I'm also doing what I love. Right? Ty Lopez says he's giving back, but he's not. He's lining his pockets, and his fucking courses are shit. And he's not even teaching the courses, and he's just basically getting paid to promote other people. It's so obvious, right? So watch what he does. Is it real or is it fucking Memorex? So he's got 1 million followers because he's showing tits and ass, and he's showing Lamborghinis, but he's not really teaching anything. Some guy came to me the other day, and he's like, man, Ty Lopez gives out billions of dollars worth of information. You're not doing shit. Well, why the fuck are you watching my channel? If he gives out billions of dollars worth of information, then why aren't you a billionaire yet? Fuck. Oh, man. Jamie, don't worry about that shit, man. Listen, here's the thing, man. I'm not uncomfortable about being in front of the camera. Now, I can tell you this. I've been in front of cameras before. Um, I'm not definitely I'm definitely not uncomfortable, right? And I would do whatever it took to make money. But here's the thing: I told myself that I didn't want to be in front of the camera. I don't want to deal with the same thing you don't want to deal with, right? I just don't want to fuck with it. I don't care. And it's so easy for me just to get this blackboard and teach. A lot of people liked the way I taught. They like how I talk or whatever. And believe me, my love affair is with the microphone. I love broadcasting on a microphone. I do radio shows. I used to do one 7 days a week for like 4 hours a day for free, right? So that's kind of my thing. So don't be concerned about getting in front of the camera. You don't have to, right? As long as you're genuine, as long as you're yourself. And somebody else just made a comment as well about Ty Lopez and getting caught up in the cars and the money and stuff like that, right? But that's getting hyped up on somebody else's shit, right? Listen, man, I can motivate the shit out of you. Okay, let me give you guys another lesson, right? Motivation is a tricky thing. So my wife the other day told me, man, you could be $1 million motivator, right? But why don't I do motivation? My mother used to tell me all the time, you should be a preacher. I'm not doing that either, right? And I'm going to get into why not, but I'm going to tell you why motivation is a tricky thing. So you can watch Ty Lopez's his Lamborghinis and the women and the big houses and the money, and he's giving away shit like that, but you can get swept up in that, right? There's a certain point, and this is what I like to do with my business. If you notice that probably somewhere in the area of 70% of my content is all mindset, okay? Not motivational, mindset. I want you to get shit done. 70% of my content is that, and then 30% of my content is actually like actionable steps to go take, right? To what to go do. But if you want to look at other people's content, right? Gary Vee will foam at the mouth and tell you to go work 15 hours a day or whatever. But what really actionable steps? If you watch his content, it kind of regurgitates every 3 weeks, right? And it's like the same shit over and over and over again. Create or document, don't create. You can do it. Go hustle hard. You're lucky to even be alive. I'm lucky to be alive. I'm the shit because I'm out here and I'm in everybody. I have the omnipresence, right? And then just keep rewinding that and going over and over and over again, right? Ty Lopez is, I'm really smart because I read a lot of books. You should read a lot of books and give me all your money because I could be your millionaire mentor. And whatever course that I'm going to sell you, you're going to be able to make $1 million from it, right? And that's pretty much it. There's really no more to that. There's no more meat to that, right? So my whole shit is you can get motivation, which is Gary Vee and Ty Lopez, out the yin yang and get caught up in that and get swept up in that whole fucking shit. But when is it time to actually do the work? Say again?
It's like a pep rally.
Exactly. It's like a never ending pep rally. That came from the peanut gallery there. I love that. But when is it time to actually do the work, right? And this is why I don't have a million fucking followers, right? I think that's why, to be honest with you, because I can show Lambos. I can't. I mean, I don't even have to buy it. I can go rent them right in Paris. I can go rent a Lamborghini and show you one. That's no big deal. If that's what makes you happy, I can go on Thrivecart right now and show you my sales. If that's what makes you happy, do you want to see me making money? You shouldn't want to see me making money. You should want to make money though. When is it time to do the work? And that's why I don't think me not showing my face is not why I don't have followers or more followers, Jamie. I think it's because I'm telling people to do the work. My messaging is not you can have Lambos and hoes if you buy my courses. My messaging is you need to get your mind right and you need to take the steps and do the work. All right. So
That's real.
what happened?
DJ just said,
What did he say?
y'all worried about the wrong shit.
Exactly right. No, and you know, see, and here's the thing, right? So how can we get driven to take action, right? So I actually like going live with you guys. Now, here it is. Number one, let me tell you my situation, right? My current situation. Number one is I have a hot thing of coffee in front of me. That's the number one reason to leave you guys right now. I need a reheat on my coffee too, right? Number, all right, that's number one. Number two is my beautiful wife is sitting behind me right now. We laugh and talk all day long. I would much rather be laughing and talking with Nancy. I promise you. We laugh so much. It is awesome. Do we laugh all like?
Yeah, I laughed so hard earlier. I spit water.
She
on
spit water on me. Jesus Christ. We joke and laugh all day long. No bullshit, right? So I would much rather be having fun with my wife. She is really my best friend. I couldn't live without her, man. I'm seriously. And we say this in the house and it's kind of morbid, but it's like I'm gonna die first because I don't want to be without you. And she goes, no, we gotta die together. We gotta die together. Seriously, it's that serious. We like she's really my best friend. So I could be doing that. I'd rather be doing that. Yeah. So instead of sitting here for an hour talking to you guys, right? But I really have a good time talking to you guys. It's fun, and I love this. I have a love affair with my microphone. It's probably, it's probably the only thing that'll come between these. She's laughing.
That's my only competition.
That's her only competition. Is my microphone, right? So.
Let the little poof fall off of your mic.
Right.
Little phone thing.
She says, Nancy, he would have a few more times referred to me as a peanut gallery before he'd be drinking cold coffee. Yeah, that's why she's the shit and you're not.
Oh, I love Jamie.
See, and Jackie Ma says, I'm low key kind of like happy that you don't have a million subscribers because I like your shit and it's real. And I understand that. I like being the best kept secret. I'm cool with that. I'm happy with that, right? And believe it or not, I have a 6-figure income with 2,000 subscribers with no advertising. Let me just do that. Let me get you heard the peanut gallery, right? She's like, yeah, let me set that on out there. I have a 6-figure income with 2,300 and something subscribers on YouTube.
10,000 on.
I have let's see, they're like let's just say 2-3. I've got on Twitter, which I mean you can count if you want to. But I never talk on Twitter. It's all automated. Nancy just automated. But I got 26,000 on Twitter. But my traffic doesn't come from Twitter. All right, so Insta, I've got 10,000. Yeah, that's right. It's a little bit, but not much, right? And I have in my squad on Facebook, I think it's like 1,800. I can't get to 2,000 to save my life, right? So here's my numbers for you guys, right? And I bullshit you not. No advertising. No paid advertising. Nancy gets on my ass all the time. Why don't you boost a video? Oh, yeah. When are we gonna start advertising? I bullshit you not. And guys, 10,000 a month when I sleep, easy. All I did was, and Jamie was around when I did it. I'm like, you know what? I need to start posting my links on all my videos because people are always asking me, do I have a course that I can sell? And so my courses are all priced low. So now, also, I'll give you guys a warning too. All my prices are going up, right? So I can afford to do this more often. But even then, I was like, man, I should be charging $500 a course, and I couldn't do it. So each one of my courses are going up to like, I think I added $100 to each one of them, right? So even my courses are going up, but everybody that takes my courses know that they're worth that. But that's like the only changes that I've made, right? So I don't need the million subscribers. Here, you know what? This was like kind of like segueing into. Just let me borrow $20. Um, so let me answer this question. So it's like how to follow a habit. You know what, Jackie? I can tell you that, right? I like answering questions, right? So when how it worked out, I bullshit you not. So this whole thing was an experiment. First of all, it started in 2016 in June. Okay. And here's what happened. I said, you know what, man? I've been to the Super Bowl quite a few times and I've made $1 million before, but I want to see if I can start a business from zero to 1 million. Okay. I don't want to start with any seed money. Now, we have a pretty decent savings and we also have investments in the United States, but I didn't want to use that money. I wanted to see if I could go from the muscle and do it. So this was all an experiment. I just woke up one day. I was like, all right, I'm ready to get to work. Right. I had been laying around. We had bought this house. I had been laying around for a couple of years, like just like doing nothing. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go to work. But I don't want to invest in a business in the normal way that I do it. I want to take zero. I want to go from $0. So I went into a Facebook group, and I started providing tons of value. And I had already been on Fiverr, but I quit Fiverr altogether, right? And I started posting tons of value, and I got a couple of coaching clients for a couple of grand, right? And so then I'm like, you know what, man? I had the brilliant idea of I want to fucking ride somebody else's wave. All right. And I want to invest in. So I invested in Thrivecart. And then I got the idea from Russell Brunson and Todd Brown on a what I call a borrowed course funnel, right? And so I kind of set up my sights on it. So Russell Brunson has what you call a borrowed book funnel, or actually that's Todd Brown. Okay. Okay. And then Russell Brunson had his MP3 player for all of his podcast, right? For a free plus shipping. And Russell Brunson really likes free plus shipping. So I'm like, man, I like that, but I don't have a podcast with 200 and fucking something episodes to sell my podcast on, which would sell, by the way, because people ask me for my podcast all the time, but I didn't have the content at the time, right? And I don't have a fucking book. So I borrowed a course. And so that's when I was like, you know what? I'm going to borrow Ty Lopez's course and do my own notes on it and sell a digital version of how to make an SMMA as us funnels to start my funnel, right? And so you want to know how the numbers went because I jumped on a wave that was really, really hype at the time, right? So I'm going to tell you how the numbers went exactly. So again, this was all a test. I didn't set up upsells and down sales and stuff like that. So what I did, Jackie is in my accountability group anyway. So this is good for you to know, dude. You're kind of hooking everybody else because I normally wouldn't tell people that. So what I did was I started testing the price, and I started at $4.95, and I sold way too many. I'm like, Jesus Christ! So I sold them at $9.95. That didn't sell too many, but just to give somebody a reference, John actually bought one. All right, so at $9.95, that's how John got one, right? And he's a different type of customer too, right? John is a moderator in my group now. So, anyways, so I found the sweet spot of testing at $6.95 for my free plus shipping. So my first month, Jackie, I did. I'm thinking like $500. Okay. So then I was like, man, we know we need to add a funnel to this. So let me put a bump offer. What was it? More? It was more than that. You think?
Well, I mean, your first month, you only had like a week left in the month.
Yeah, I only had a week left. Yeah, she's saying I only had like a week left in the month, so she's right. So like, let's just say that was that week. But then I started adding on the funnel, and so I watched a video online with and I already knew to do this. Let me keep it real because I was a follower of Russell Brunson. But Perry Belcher did a video on YouTube about how you can triple your income if you just do the work. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me add upsells and downsells and a bump offer. So first thing I did was add a bump offer, right? And then right away that fucking doubled my sales. So like the first week, I made $1,000. Okay. And then I decided to add upsells and downsells and everything else. And in that first month, let's just go into the next month. I think the ending tally was something like $2,300. Okay. And then, so that's like month number really one. Okay. Okay. Month number two, um, I didn't do anything but just keep posting up videos every day. And the sales jumped up to double that. So it was somewhere around the area of like $4,000. Right. But you got to add in coaching calls and stuff like that. If you add in coaching calls, it went to like 5 grand. And then so months three jumped right up to like like 7,800 bucks, and then 4, 5, and 6, something like that. We're just about the same, but if you add in coaching calls, it's 10,000 bucks, and that's how it looked, dude, just like that. So I had a kick-ass offer, a kick-ass idea, kick-ass content. That's just all it is to it, right? So that's kind of how it looked. So it went really quickly.
You caught a really good wave.
Yeah, I caught a really good wave, right? So um, that's just how it looked. It progressed just like that. And then just for you to know, when after summer hits, so after June, July, August, everything's gonna suck. So everything went down like by half after August, right? Until you start advertising, or still you run a sale, until you get your list, until you start like doing other things. But just organically, you're only gonna get like, let's say, 5 grand without any advertising if you were to do this type of system. But then if you hit your list, huh?
Between 5 and 7.
Yeah, she's saying like 7. I always give myself low numbers, right? So, but
So well.
when you hit your list with sales and another product and stuff like that, and you sell to the people that have already purchased from you, that's how you're going to get back up to your 10 grand. So at this point, traffic was only from my YouTube channel, traffic directed, and then my buyers list at that point. And to give you an idea of how I make 6 figures, my buyers list is less than 1,000 people. I float between 800 and like 750 people on that list at any given time. I mean, it rises every month, but like a list of buyers is like 1,000 students, more or less, but people unsubscribe from the list, right? So that's what you're talking about. I don't have a big list, but it's a very targeted list, right? And it's a buyer's list. It's a big thing. So you don't need 1 million subscribers, right? Yeah, that first month was like 300 subs. My goal for when I first started this was to have 1,000 subs from the Ty Lopez wave, right? Because I knew that I didn't want to be the Ty Lopez guy. People were already like, "Are you gonna do a review on his real estate course?" Like, dude, I'm not the Ty Lopez dude, right? So I wanted to get off of that, right? So I said I wanted to have 1,000 subscribers, and I did that in, was it 30 days or 60 days?
I think it was 6.
60 days. I had 1,000 subscribers, and then I started weaning people off of the Ty Lopez shit and start giving up the real dope, right? Which is much better, anyways. And some people like it, some people don't, but that's kind of how I start building my channel. So I got 1,000 base, and I did the same thing in the squad. Then I kind of let everybody in the squad, and then I started shutting that shit down. Um, I could have 10,000 people in my group. Jamie's can attest to that because I turned just about everybody down. So, every month I'll have 70 people ask me to come in the squad, or 100 people, or whatever it is, to come in the squad. But I turn down that many, same amount of people. The same amount of people that join, I turn down that. So I could have 10,000 people in there, but I don't let everybody in, right? So to give you an example, that's kind of like how you want to look at um, your growth. You don't need 1 million subscribers. You don't need 50 million people in order to make money. I just showed you how you make 6 figures, right? So now,
Quality over quantity.
yeah, it's just quality over quantity. I just have a much better crowd of people that listen to me, right? And they're learning, So, where Ty Lopez made $12 million from his million followers or $13 million from the social media marketing agency, believe me, I wouldn't want to turn that money down. And when I grow to that amount of people, if I had a million of you guys, I would rather have a million Jamies, a million Jackies, a million of the people that are other people that are listening to me right now that are enjoying this. I would rather have a million of you. Now, if Ty Lopez made $12 million with his followers and I had a million of you, I would probably make 120 million. All right, so that's the difference. Um, when you have a high quality of subscribers and followers, and you're giving out shitloads of information. Right now, I'm sitting here giving you just tons of information, and I don't care. That's not nothing that you should have be a secret. You want to know how much money I make? I don't give a fuck. Or if you want to know how I did it, I don't care. Take this and go with it. Some people are going to do business with. That's another thing that you should know, Jackie. Before you get, because you're already in the group, right? And I'll say this out in front of everybody because I don't care. Never worry about how much information you're giving away. Okay. Never say to yourself, "Am I giving away too much? Will they still buy my courses and all that?" People are like this. There's no in between. It's either yes or no. All right. So you're gonna have people that are gonna say, "Yes, I want to pay this guy. I want to get some more information from this guy. I want more of his classes." And you're gonna have people that say, "I'll never pay for you." I got one guy. I believe his name is James, the player's handbook dude. He's like, "I don't want to get in your funnel yet. I'm not want to get in your funnel yet." He just refuses to buy anything from me because he has something in his head where I can just do this on my own, or I just don't want to get in somebody's funnel. Like being in somebody's funnel is a bad thing. It's like, dude, you're in somebody's funnel right now, whether it's mine or not. And the fact that you're watching my videos, you're already in my funnel, right? But so people are going to want to give you money or they're not, right? So that's why I don't do a hard sale on what I do. I email my list 3 or 4 times when I come out with a launch, and that's it, right? And I put it up in my squad for a while, and either you buy it or you don't buy it. I'm not like on here like buy my shit, buy my shit, buy my shit every 5 minutes. I probably could make more money if I did, but that's just not my thing, right? Because I have other streams of income. This one isn't important, as like that. So um, don't worry about how much info you give out. The reason why I do so well for myself and why I was able to do that is because I just fucking give up a shitload of value. Everything that I know, I'll give you. How I grow, what I'm doing in my business. You guys are watching me grow this business to 7 figures. If you just follow me, you'll get the gist of everything and just watch what I do. Like this year, I'm coming out with a book. I came out with a new newsletter. I'm coming out with a paid newsletter for continuity. Just watch what I do. Watch all my new products that I came out. I rebranded. That'll be coming out in January. I'm coming out with like a viral contest for more people to join my newsletter. I will start paid advertising this year. So just watch me grow, and you'll see I'm going to grow it up to the 7 figures this year, right? So and it doesn't matter. Either people will want to pay you or they won't. So don't get caught up in that, hung up in that. All right, so let me get to this other question, though, because it's kind of important. If he's still around, he's like, um, how can you follow a habit and stick to it, or how to get driven and always take action, um, and not going back to the shitty life or relapse? I mean, right there, it's kind of like, you're welcome, Jackie. It's kind of like, um, see, he just added this. If I give it all on the YouTube, what would be the way to create a course that would still add value? That's my point, though, Jackie. See, you're not going to give everything away. I'll just answer this really quick. I kind of already answered this, but you're not going to give away all your information, right? You're always going to have like nuances, right? So, for instance, your niche is the whole like story selling, right? So, you can tell people know about the hero's journey, right? I mean, it's easy to find the hero's journey. So if you told about the hero's journey, and then there's seven, I don't know how to say this word, archetypes. I don't know how to say the fucking word, right? But there's like 6 or 7 different ones, right? There's the reluctant hero, then there's the hero, like you said, that had problems. But basically, to tell a story, it's this is the guy, and this is what he wants, and then there's always a wall of a person, place, or thing that's in between that person and what they want, right? And pretty much that's the hero's journey. So, and it's the same thing with romance, right? There's a first, second, and third act. I just know about this kind of stuff because I study film. All right, so What's wrong with giving them the hero's journey? That's not really telling them how to sell. And even if you did kind of tell them how to sell, there's no way that you can give them a ton, all of the info that you can give them in a course that would really kind of like bring everything together. It doesn't matter. They could watch all of your YouTube videos, but not there's something to say to be said about curation, Jackie. Okay? And curating that information in one place and having it all laid out for you and being able to have backup and ask questions in a Facebook group to go in and talk to somebody is totally different than going on YouTube and getting some random information, right? And people place value in that. So obviously you're not going to be able to, you're just not physically going to be able to give them everything. Like I can try to talk to you about everything that I possibly can, and you can go through my channel, but you still won't get everything that you get from my 80/80 course. It's impossible because I covered so much shit in that fucking course, right? So I hope that answers your question. All right, so now to this guy, because this is important shit, right? Um, I mean, I mean, so how can you stop going to a shit life? Well, don't fucking, I mean, it's a shit life, dude, so don't do it. So excuse me, the reason why you're not going to keep going is number one is motivation, okay, and number two is you're not seeing results, right? Those are the only reasons why you're not going to keep going, okay? So here's how it works: you watch a Ty Lopez video, Cry Lopez video, you watch, I call him Scary V because he gets all fucking he gets so foaming at the mouth and shit. Man, I saw him on Instagram once, man. It was like, Jesus Christ, calm down. Right, Jesus. So anyway, so you get all motivated or whatever, right? And you say, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna start my agency, right? And so you go out and you're motivated enough to get, and here's the lifeline again, right? You'll get this far, right? Because immediately we're creatures of we want to see results. We want to have um, my wife's nickname for me back in the day was Mr. Right Now, right? It's like Mr. Right Now. Okay? And she's like, you want shit right now today, and if it doesn't work, then you're like, fuck off, right? I've changed that since then. But let me tell you how I manufactured my own results, right? This is all in my book. You guys go buy my fucking book when it comes out because it's awesome. All right, so when you come out with out the gates really fast and you're like, I want to go do this or whatever, we're expecting to see results now. And results in starting a business is money, right? But the internet is delayed. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to tell you, I mean, is your mindset needs to change. All right, you need to get off the Mr. Right Now shit first of all, and just know, tell yourself. And I said this the other day, and somebody totally fucking didn't get it, but I'm going to say it now. Just think in your head that I need 12 months to 24 months that I'm not going to make any money. I'm totally going to flop. Money can't be your motivation, and it's cliche, right? Because everybody says it, but I'm not saying it in that fashion. You can't like money. That's bullshit. Everybody wants money. And I said this the other day, having money fixes problems that not having money causes. So that's bullshit. What they mean by that is you shouldn't expect to make any money. Tell yourself, I'm not going to make any money and I'm just going to do this every day. That's number one. So you're not expecting a result, okay? Don't go and say, I'm going to start putting out YouTube videos every day and I'm going to make money in a month. No, you're not. I'm not going to make any money, but I'm just going to keep going and find the results. So here's my motivation. I'm the guru, and I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say guru because I'm a guru. I'm on here online right now telling you what I do. So I'm a guru. I'm the guru that told you to go get a skill and to go get that skill done in a year and or 60 like 6 months, and you're gonna start making money, right? Prove me wrong. And that's my motivation. Okay? Every time I took a course, every time I read a book, every time I followed their fucking instructions to a T, and I said, I'm going to tell this guy to fuck off as soon as this doesn't work. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. Everything that I've tried has always worked because I did the work, right? So that's number one, is get motivated. Number two is you can't work 15 minutes a day. Here's the thing about getting instant results, and this is my hack. This is the Sonny hack right now. You got to work 2 8-hour shifts. This is in my book. All right. 2 8-hour shifts. So you work for 6, sleep for 2, work for another 6, sleep for 2, and then kind of just go do that. And then work for 4, like that. And then kind of, but basically it's 7 on and 7 off, right? And then 5 on and 5 off type of thing. It's a 12-hour shift, but I do it in 16 hours. You work your ass off, you don't get any sleep, and you do everything that you need to do, and you start writing your goals out, and you start busting those goals down. And I'm not talking about, if you wanted to write a book, like most people will say, I'm going to write 2 chapters a day until I finish, and I'll be done in a year. No, if you have a 10-chapter book, then you go, I'm going to write 5 chapters today, I'm going to write 5 chapters tomorrow, and the book will be done. Let me go get the fucking people on Fiverr to do my fucking cover. Let me get this done. I need to get this shit done quickly, right? Don't take 6 weeks to write a book. It doesn't take that long. Put the book out. That's your quick 15-minute, I want to make some money now. So just think about this. I mean, if you wrote a book today and of something that somebody wanted to hear, right? And you started doing videos every day and you want to start selling your book, right? And make a free plus shipping. The book is the hardest part of that. How long is it going to take you to get the book done? Well, if you don't fool yourself into saying, I'm going to get it done in the next 6 months, and say, I'm going to get this book done in the next week, and work on it every day for 16-hour days, you'll have a book in your hand in a few days. That's the Sonny hack. That's what I do. I'm not selling you a magic button, dude. I'm selling you what I do, and I work hard. But I work hard in spurts. So for the last 90 days, people that are in my accountability group have seen me. And there's a couple of those people in the chat right now if you wanted to ask them. For the last 90 days, I totally did all of my work for 2018. And they watched me do it in my accountability group because I posted it up, videos of my work, right? So I did 90 days. I did all of my work for 2018. My content, except for videos, obviously, but blogs, emails, um, social media posts, newsletters. I created a new newsletter. I'm finishing up the book right now. As a matter of fact, I need to do that accountability video, right? So just to show you I'm not full of shit. So for everybody that's in my accountability group, I was got to do this, but remember, you guys, I did the outline. So this is the actual, like, I filled out the outline of what each chapter is going to be about. So now it just comes into like filling that out, right? So I was been meaning to do that video, right? So, all right. So you can't hear me? Oh my God. All right. Right. Let me see what I can see here. All right. So I hope that helps. All right. So, anyways, I'm not going to stay very much longer. Now we're working on an hour and a half or whatever. But if you guys have any other questions, you can ask me questions or whatever. The one thing I will tell you really quickly, if you got any questions, ask me. Otherwise, I'm going to coffee break y'all's asses. Um, to get shit done when you write your goals, um, and you need to be proactive. So when you write your goals down and you say, I want to write a book, all right, that's not a fucking goal, right? Writing a book is the finishing part of it, right? I want to write a book. But what are you going to do so you can say yes or no, did I accomplish this every day, right? So, again, let's just say I want to write a book and I want to do it within the next 2 weeks. All right. And so I'm going to give you guys where cheeseburgers came from, right? So it's has cheeseburger and no cheeseburger. So we don't have a cheeseburger over here. We write a line and then we say has cheeseburger, right? Everybody's happy. All right. So what do you need to do? Right here, I don't have a book. Right here, I have a book. So what needs to be done? So you probably need to do some type of research to find out, what type of book I can write. What do I want to write? Okay, what is my goals for the book or whatever, and write all that stuff down. The next thing you need to do is probably try to find out a name for the book. Okay, so let's get a little working name going on, right? And let's figure out what we're gonna do. The next thing I need to do is, now that I have a working name for the book and a title for the book, and I kind of know what the results that I want to get from this book, now I want to figure out what am I going to say in this book. So I need to outline it. Okay. All right. And so to give you an example, really quickly, since I need to show fucking proof of my work, right? I'm not. I'm being um um I'm no, I'm being a dickhead right now because somebody in there says if you show yourself, you're showing proof of your work, right? But I show proof of my work in my accountability group, right? So let me just keep that real for you, right? So here's my outline for the book, right? So read the book that I need to do my research to read a book in a box, right? The next thing is what is my desired results, my goals. What is the book about? I'm just doing exactly. I'm telling you exactly what I did, right, to write the book. And then who's the book for? I wrote that down. And then what do I have interesting to say to my audience? I wrote that down. And then outline the book. You guys saw that I did that. The next thing is to write up my questions and get interviewed to start writing the book, right? So I'm letting you see that here's my proof. I'm not just talking out the side of my ass. This is what I do. I'm not telling you to do what I didn't do to write a fucking book right now. I'm just telling you a book was easy, right? So I have a lot of goals here, right? So here's my newsletter. Remember, I said I'm doing a viral loops giveaway campaign. Here's my proof that I'm not a fucking somebody just talking on the side of my ass. I actually fucking write up the shit, and I'm doing what I'm telling you, right? So so that's how you write up your goals, right? So you say, I'm going to write out an outline, and then now I'm going to fucking write the book. However, you're going to decide to do that. And then I need to get a book cover done. You see what I'm saying? So you just write that down and you say, okay, so how much of this can I do every day? For me, if you saw that I said I wanted to read the book, that was an outline on how to do a fucking book. I said, I'm going to read 3 chapters a day to get the book done quickly. There was 21 chapters done, right? What? Whatever.
Jackie always he found the cheeseburger thing funny when he found out that you eat vegan.
Yeah, a cheeseburger has cheeseburger, right? So, um, cheeseburger is a. Somebody told me I'm a vegan, bro. They actually emailed me that. I'm like, dude, cheeseburger is just like code for knowledge. Like I don't have the knowledge and now I do, but all right. So anyways, that's kind of how you need to do that. So how can I be proactive with this? I want to do this in 2 weeks. What do I have to do, right? So if I gave myself 2 weeks to do this, how would I break this down? I'm just giving you a quick example of how I get shit done. Now, if you're on this stream right now and you're watching this is really important stuff because this has literally changed my life on how I get things done right now. I am a very unorganized entrepreneur, but I've become really organized this year and it's really helped my business out. Okay. So, what I want to know is okay, so I got 2 weeks to do this. For me, because I'm a kick ass dude, honestly, I'm going to give myself 4 days to do my research, which was reading the book, right? That's really too much, but I'm going to give myself 4 days to do that. So I would write that down. You guys saw how I did it inside of my little task manager. I'm going to write down how many chapters I want to read every day. And then after that, I'm going to say, okay, so I got, um, what is that, 3 days left in this week. All right, I'm going to complete my outline in those 3 days, okay? And what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to break this down chapter for day. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to do the rough draft outline this day. Then I'm going to do the skeleton. Huh? Oh, I'm going to do the skeleton on day number 2. And then I'm going to fill it out like you just guys saw that I did on day number 3, right? So then now that's week number 1 done. So now what I need to do is I need to actually start writing the book. And how I write books is I talk into a microphone, I transcribe that, and then I edit it to where it sounds conversational. So I'm going to record this, and how you do that is by asking yourself, getting somebody to that says record, it really does. All right, so yeah, so I have to have somebody interview me and pull the book out of me, right? So I can do that in just a couple of hours. That doesn't take forever. So that's day 1, okay? And so that's record. Day 2, transcribe, okay? Which that doesn't take all day. So also on day 2, I'm going to start editing, right? But I know that this is going to be a long book, so it's going to run into day 3 for editing, okay? Day 4, I'm going to send it out to a professional editor. Are you guys seeing this? This is how, did you do this? Yes or no? Yes. Did you do this? Yes or no? Yes. Did you do this? It's a yes or no answer here. So break your goals down into bite-sized chunks and start knocking them off every day, right? And so when I started realizing this, and I did a class by Zig Ziglar called Goals. Go get the book. It's on Amazon, right? I'll link it just in case you guys want to give me some Christmas affiliate cash. All right, so and it's a recording as well. And he through that whole thing, he's like, gotta have those goals. When I listened to Zig Ziglar talk about goals, there was one thing that I realized. I realized that making $1 million isn't luck. Okay. And for me, it's not 1 million; it's two figures. So I want to make 21 million, right? Because I've made 1 million. So in order to go to an 8-figure business, it's not luck. You can guarantee that you make 7 figures. You can guarantee that you make 6 figures. You can guarantee that you can do anything you want to do if you fucking write out your goals and bang them out every day. Okay? And that's real talk. If you write your goals down and proactively get after them, Jackie just posted up in the accountability group that he knew that there were some things that he didn't like about himself. And then he was like, so what I did so I can proactively get at him, I just said over the next few days, I want to start making that list better of what I didn't like about myself. So that's how you do it. It's just that. Write out your goals and then proactively get at your goals. You can't be full of shit, right? You can't fool yourself. If you say I'm going to do something, just go do it. But here's the thing. Don't talk to anybody about it. There's the number one mistake that most people make, unless you're in my accountability group, okay? If you notice that I don't do very much talking about my goals, this is the most you've ever heard about me and my personal goals. In my accountability group, that's my private group, right? I talk about these things with other people that are like-minded, okay? So if you had to start an accountability group of people that are like-minded like you that are actually working, don't get fucking lurkers and don't get wannabes or anything like that, and don't talk to anybody that's not doing what the fuck you want to do too, right? Just set your goals and start banging them out. Don't tell anybody shit. And then I also have like a real physical journal that I write in, and I was going to actually film that, right? I have a moleskin journal that I write in every day. The first thoughts go in my moleskin. Every day I write in my moleskin journal. I did a class from Jen Rohn called How to Write in a Fucking Journal. Imagine that, right? So go look that up if you want to. And basically it was because I was like, how do you write in a journal? I don't know how to write a diary. I'm not, I figured diaries were for girls. So I didn't know what I was supposed to do. So I actually did a class with Jim Rohn talking about how to write in a journal. It was basically write down your thoughts, everything, do brain dumps and everything, right? And I start writing out my goals or whatever. And then once I see that they're solid, I put them in my task manager. That task manager has been a game changer for me. All right. Because you saw how I use it. I have my whole business in there and everything that I want to do. And then I was able to say, okay, so now I have like color codes in my book. So orange is one business, blue is another business, and like green is another business. So I have 3 businesses, and I'm able to knock out goals for each business every day. Okay? And that's how you do shit. Bang them out. Now, the Sonny hack is don't be long about it. If you want to see immediate results, then you got to work twice as hard as everybody else. And that's just real. That's not Gary Vee talk. I'm not trying to get you all motivated. It's just the truth. If you want to see fast results, you got to work twice as hard as everybody else. Nobody's working 16-hour days but me, and a few other people I know. What else I got? All right. You said what now? Who has? I'm hip to advertising and marketing, and I'm amazing at sales. What's this? Okay, so I got a full-time mortgage loan officer. I'm 20 years old. Also flip cell phones as an income. I want another stream of income. What's a good recommendation? All right, so I'll answer that question really quickly. So
Sounds like a young version of you.
yeah, he is a young version of me, right? I used to sell cell phones when I was a kid. Um, I used to when I was a kid. We had like real cell phones. They weren't like now. They were like they had chips in them, and I figured out how to program the chip Again, a specialized skill. I figured out how to program the chips to get free calls on cell phones. And so I used to just ride around the city every day, and I used to make like $1,000 a day selling bootleg cell phones, right? I'm just telling you, another skill. Skills are important, man. Having skills are important. So you said that you're hip to advertising and marketing and amazing at sales. Everything else sounded like bullshit, but you said you were amazing at sales. All right, so that's what sounded good to me, and that's why it makes sense that you can probably flip cell phones. Being hip to advertising and marketing is bullshit. But if you're amazing at sales, then that's something I like to hear because people love sales, right? So, um, and you're a full time mortgage and loan officer, right? So now, I don't know if you guys can see the money yet, right? But I can already see the money right now. Okay. Um, you're a full time mortgage and loan officer. You're amazing at sales. Um, the cell phone is bullshit. Unless you can build them, I don't want to talk to you about it, right? So, um, it doesn't make a difference, right? So, somebody's like, they're always coming in late. Yeah. Yeah, this is like, I don't know, an hour so far. So what I would do if I were you, like you're new to selling mortgages and that's cool, but there's money in mortgage and loans off. There's no more money in everything. Like 15 grand selling on eBay doesn't impress me. I want you to sell 15 grand to one motherfucker, right? That's impresses me. 17 G's to one person, right? So sales and mortgage and loan officer, right? I'm not going to give you everything right now because I don't want to, but I want you to put these two together and figure out these three income streams, right? And I just did this yesterday, and I'm gonna tell you now. So you have sales, you have mortgage and loan officers, right? So I want you to figure out these three things. And you said you can do advertising and marketing, which is okay, but you need to get better at that, right? But let's just say that you were better at that. So here's three streams of income, and I did this yesterday. So is there a way that you can figure out how to build funnels for these people? And I'm talking about charging 17 stacks, right? You guys know I want real money. So you have to be specialized with mortgage and loan officers, number one. Number two is people that don't want to pay you, but they'll pay for the information, right? Small business owners will pay for info products, right? And they'll pay upwards of probably $9.97 per product. Okay. Now, this is what I do for a living, guys. So now you have the info products. And then the next thing I want you to figure out is how can you get equity in making products for someone else? Okay. In the same game, though, more, and this would be a 20% equity. Okay. Or a 10% equity or just a product launch. Okay. So you want to get these three income streams. And for continuity, $97 a month for a newsletter specialized in marketing for mortgage and loan officers. They'll pay it. They have plenty of money to pay for that, right? So I just gave you a business idea. I'm gonna leave you there, right? All right. So um, what I can tell you, who is this? I mean, making business cards doesn't excite me. Making websites doesn't excite me, but making apps excites me, right? Because I just told you that everybody in the beginning of the stream, and maybe you weren't around, that everybody wants a software as a service, right? So if you have um, the patience to learn how to code, then you need to learn. And once you know one code, you know them all, right? So like if you knew Ruby on Rails, it's just a language. So if you knew JavaScript or whatever, the language is pretty much the same, but then some of the arguments kind of change, and that's it, right? So if you understand that, then you need to learn how to code software as a service, and you need to learn Amazon AWS, become certified in that since you have an aptitude for that, and then figure out those three income streams I just gave the other guy. All right, so these are specialized services, right? Getting specialized in software as a service and figure out a niche. I work with, um, um, I make email marketing or marketing automation software, or I make productivity apps for iOS. You know, have a specialized service to do that, right? Learn how to do it. And AWS is really important, right? That's like totally free. You can just go read all the documentation, become AWS certified, and then put that together with this, and then figure out those three income streams I just told you about. So you can make info products. You can so it's just info. Then you can take an equity, right? And then you can make software as a service for people, right? So those are three very big income streams. And over here, these are big hits, 17,000. You guys are starting to see how I do this, right? So um, that's what I would do. Um, all right, that's cool. I'm glad you're gonna follow me, dude. This is all I do. I don't mind talking to you guys and giving you just ask questions. You know, this is a secret that a friend of mine used to do. They would always ask me questions and be like, because they wouldn't want me to leave, so they would ask me questions. So as long as you guys are asking questions, I'll stay. It doesn't matter. But I'm probably gonna coffee break y'all's asses because I think my coffee just went in the microwave. All right, so um, that's pretty much it, man. That's kind of how you want to figure things out, man. Give yourself three income streams. Don't rely on one thing, and um, don't just like kind of take the low hanging fruit, man. Do the work. If you want to be amazing, if you want to just do the work, dude. Seriously. Here's the thing I thought about when I went to college, right? Yeah, my dumb ass went to college. Imagine that, right? So, um, when I went to college, right, I only went for 4 years, okay? I told myself, hopefully I'll be alive in 4 years, right? And so I went to college late in life. I believe it was 1996. I have to look, right? And yeah, because I graduated in 2000, right? So, and I went to school as a trimester, but I told myself, well, 2000 is coming. No matter what's going to happen, time is going to keep moving. Either I'm going to have my degree in 2000 or I'm not. That's just how I looked at it, right? So they got to saying, right, that the best time to have started a business, right, or plant a tree, the best time to have planted a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is right now. Okay. So, get started now. It doesn't matter. So, well, damn, it's going to take me a whole year to make X amount of dollars. I don't care because next year is coming. Right. And this was my motivation for starting this $0 to $1 million business. I told my wife exactly that. I'm like, look, next year is, I told my brother and I told my cousins and I told everybody because I'm just like that. Get started with me now. And I said, this is 2016. 2017 is going to get here, and you're either going to have your $1 million or you're not. Or in my case, six-figure business or not, right? And so the same thing happened in for me in 2017 to 2018. I'm like, I'm either going to have my seven-figure business or I'm not. If I don't do the work, I'm sure in the fuck is not going to have it. So let me just do the work anyways. It doesn't matter. Don't get distracted and go do the work. Time will pay off, dude. I'm not going to tell you there's a magic button. You're going to have money in 3 months because it's just not true, man. And if that doesn't get me subscribers, then so be it. But that's just my whole take on the situation, man. I'm here to give you guys a real dope. All right. So that's kind of it, dude. That's fuck. I've been here forever. It seems like so. But I hope you guys got something out of this. I'm not gonna like take this down or whatever. I'll leave it up or whatever. But it's like an hour and 45 minutes of going live. It's pretty awesome. But all right, so it's like some of the best free training that I have. I love when you guys ask questions. So if there's any more questions, my coffee just got back here. If you don't have any more questions, I'm gonna coffee break y'all's asses. I'll give you a few seconds to catch up. Boy, that's hot. Damn it. All right, so first of all, I want to tell everybody, Michael and everybody that showed up, Jamie, Jackie, everybody that showed up and just listened at me rambling, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for showing up and listening at me ramble and basically keeping me company while I had to do my work. This is my work, right? So keeping me thanks, man. Keeping me company uh while I'm here doing my work, man. It's really cool that you guys stayed and to listen at me ramble on. I appreciate it. Just as a warning, maybe not. I might not broadcast over the weekend. It's getting closer to Christmas, and I want to spend some time with my girl. So, all right, coffee break y'all's asses.